So the main purpose of this video is to show everybody how the WOOLWAX fluid film type service has held up over the course of 3 years, about 30,000 miles of driving. This is a 22 Tundra Platinum. I bought this truck new and did not let it see salt before I did the WOOLWAX treatment. I did the WOOLWAX treatment in November of 22. So it's been about exactly 3 years and maybe 30-ish thousand miles of driving since it's been applied. When I applied it, I did go through and do a really good job dropping all the wheels off and putting tin foil around the exhaust, around the drive shaft, some of the suspension components that I didn't want touched by the product, and did do a really thick coating. So let's do a walk around underneath and see how well it's held up. So at first glance, it looked pretty good. Still has a pretty decent coating. Even in the areas where it's super thin, if you look closely, you can see it is still covered and it is still wet and sticky, as this product never fully hardens. I'm actually pretty happy with how it looks. Now, I am gonna do a touch-up. That's why I have it on the lift right now. They say you're supposed to do touch-up yearly. Yeah, you could. Or you could do it every other year, like I did. I noticed all the surfaces that would be like hit from rainwater, you know, going under the truck as you're driving. Like some spots are cleaned off, but there is still a coating on there. Did have a recall motor put in. Original motor did not blow up. It went about 36,000 miles and then they called me in for the recall. I just had them do it anyways. This is cleaned off pretty good. Definitely gonna wanna retouch that. And the front of the rear axle assembly. It's not too bad though. Still covered nicely. Shocks are washed off a little bit. But overall, I'm pretty happy with it. When you apply this product, you definitely want to put plastic sheeting down for overspray. Otherwise, you're going to make a giant mess. This is typical body shop plastic sheeting for doing body work. You could probably get this stuff at the hardware store as well. And then what I recommend, this stuff is so thick, it's hard to spray unless you reduce it, but you put it near the heater, let it sit for a little while, it'll thin it out, help it spray a little better. And then for the gun, I bought the kit from Amazon, CalSport Products, undercoat, big nozzle spray gun. Put my own regulator on it so I can control that. I used about a quart or a quarter of that gallon WOOLWAX just to do the retouch. Obviously where it's on really thick, I didn't bother to coat that, but where it was thin, I went back over all the suspension components that got kind of like rain washed away. Back of the hitch, most of the rear axle, rear shocks, all the trailing arms. I touched up a tiny bit on the bottom of the frame rails, and then these cross members got it real good. They were pretty well washed off. So those will be protected, very well protected. So overall, not a bad job. Highly recommended.